Hi, welcome back to my channel. I just want you guys to know that I've been having a great time telling you all about my crazy stories that have happened to me in my lifetime, okay? I never thought to make a YouTube channel just talking about this stuff, but I just decided to make one and I've been having the time of my life, okay? Allowing everyone to get to know me a little better too as well because I do not talk. I don't say nothing and I do need better communication with people and letting people get to know me better and stuff like that too. So I really do not mind. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that I'm having a great time. And talking to you guys about everything, and I've been having a great time with everything. Okay, so today this video is going to be about the time that me and my friend from the Craigslist seance exorcism video. Yeah, this is me and her. Okay, so this is about the time that we had to escape a club. Okay, now I told y'all about the time that I had to escape like this diner, and this time I'm gonna tell you about the time that I had to escape out of this like bar club lounge thingy. It was crazy. Okay, it was spooky, it was out of control. We had to get the heck up out of there. Okay, it was a whole bunch of crazy people there. So my friend, she doesn't research anything, she doesn't do anything she's supposed to do. She does not, she just never does. Okay, and for some reason I never, back when I was hanging with her a lot, uh I never learned my lesson. Okay. I never learned my lesson. I'm taking accountability, full accountability for being involved in this mess. Okay. So she asked me, she said that she had a crush on this guy. She had met him, yada yada. They liked each other, whatever. They wanted to get up with each other or whatever. And so she didn't want to go by herself because he had asked her to meet her at this club barish like type of like underground speakeasy like type of place. And I love those type of places, but this right here, this was some secret society spooky slash I don't know what the heck they was doing up in there. Basically we was on Blade. Okay, yep. I'm gonna say it. We was on Blade. We found it. The club that was on Blade. Yep, that's where it was at. Nasty little people. Nasty little people. Okay, and so um we he invites her to this place, and he's like a grunge like type of guy. Like she's into those type of guys. She likes guys that they like Halloween makeup and work at haunted houses and stuff like that. Like she loves those kind of guys. So this guy just so happened to be a guy that we met when we was going to the haunted house, and she wanted to date him, and he was actually one of the people that was working in the haunted house that was chasing us down, but she wanted him. So they stayed in contact. He wound up talking to her, whatever. Okay, so he was cool. It's not even nothing wrong with him. Like he haven't done anything. So I don't want you guys to think that he's like gonna like set us up or do anything like this. Like this guy didn't even know that the place was like this himself. And we could tell because of the way he was reacting and how he was trying to get up out of there too. And so he talks to her, whatever. Of course, it's Halloween season, so he's working right now. And as soon as like Halloween is over, he tells her that he's ready to go on a date or whatever. He's like, okay, I'm not working right now. I got other things on the floor, but it's gonna be a while before I transition from what I was just doing, what you just saw me working doing, and my next gig, basically. And so she's like, okay, where you want, to meet at? And he tells us where to meet him at. So it's a place, it's a building, it's an industrial looking building. Okay, an industrial looking building. But when we pulled up, it was a whole bunch of cars outside. So we really wasn't, the outside doesn't matter. It's about the vibes, the people. We're young, we don't know. And plus, she's getting a chance to go on a date with haunted house guy. Okay. And so I'm happy, for her regardless, and I'm happy to get out the house because my butt is always working or always going to school or always with Professor R. And so I'm like, heck yeah, I get to get out the house or whatever. So we have fun. We having fun. She wants to pregame because she drinks. So she wants to go out. I mean, well, she wants to pregame. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind, whatever. So while we're pre-gaming, we see other people walking in. So we don't mind, like the outside of the place no more. Like at first we were judging it when we had pulled up because we're like, what is this? But we stopped judging as we started seeing more people go in and we seen all the cars outside and we calmed down or whatever. So she got done pre-gaming and we decided to walk in. So the entrance to the place was actually like a restaurant like type of area, but it was closed. It was closed and it was quiet and the lights was really really dim and it was nobody in the restaurant area. We were to walk through the restaurant area, walk through the back, go through the back, and when you go into the back, that's the part that we were supposed to be meeting him in. Like it was supposed to be some type of like bar, speakeasy spot back there in the back part of the restaurant. So we walk in, we looking around. It looks creepy because it's not nobody in there. It's not nobody in the restaurant or nothing like that or whatever. And we like, okay, well, it's not nobody in the restaurant area. Um, we didn't even know it was a restaurant area. Like it was weird. Like you would never think that the place that we was walking into was going to be a restaurant on the other side. And like I said, it was dim, like yellow lighting, like really really dim, soft lighting. You couldn't hear any music, you couldn't hear anything or nothing until you got a little closer to the back part. So we kept walking to the back, and the only reason why we know where to go was because it was like little signs, like little wooden signs, like telling you where to go. Like it was saying like for the party, for the party, for the party, and then it had like arrows on it, like telling you where to go or whatever. And so we just kept walking to the for the party. And so we get back there, and at first everything's fine. They playing techno music, everything's okay. Everybody doing their own thing. People dancing, people not dancing, people drinking, people not drinking. It's just regular. You know what I'm saying? We're just doing our thing. And so we walk in and she's texting Haunted House guy and she's like, okay, where are you? We're here. And he's texting back and he's like, oh, I'm over by the bar. Come over by the bar. I'm over by the bar. And so we walk over there. He's over there. And so he doesn't have none of his Haunted House makeup on. So of course he looked like a totally different person. So it took us a minute to kind of like, like spot him because when we did see him in person, he did have all of that Haunted House stuff on, and she did FaceTime him and stuff like that, but that was FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Like we finally get to see him in person. Like we don't know what his body looked like or his head shape or blah blah blah. So we're looking for him still, even though we know what he looked like. And so he kind of like waved his hand a little bit, not too high and goofy like all like that, but he just waved it a little bit so we can know it was him. And we went over there. So they start talking. They start doing everything they're supposed to do, like asking each other questions, getting to know each other, stuff like that. We're sitting there. And the bartender asked us, did we want to try the drink of the night? And we all had said no. And even though we said no, like the bartender was like telling us like the drink of the night is free. You can have the drink of the night. Like it's not, you don't have to pay for it. I'll still just put you guys as up here on the bar. And we're like, okay, but we don't want that. And so the bartender put the drink up there and everything. And, Haunted House guy and my friend, they both were talking. And his friends was supposed to come. It was this girl and this guy. They were supposed to come. They were a couple. And they were on their way. Okay, so we're still standing there. Our drinks are still, like right there because we're not drinking them because we didn't want them. And so Honey House guys is like talking to her and we're having a good time, and then his friends show up, the couple. And so they're really cool, they're talking to us, yada yada, blah blah blah. And then the bartender comes over there and does the same thing again. Because the bartender's like, oh well, you want to try the drink of the night? And they were like, no, too, just like we were saying, but can you give me a so and so, I'll take that instead, and blah blah blah. And then the bartender said the same thing that the bartender said to us, like, oh well, you don't have to pay for it, so I'll still just give you, like the drink of the night or whatever. So they know that we've never been in here before, because Honey House guy done told us by now that he's never even been in here before. He said a friend told him about this place. And so, and he said he's not even friends with that person anymore because they stopped working at the Haunted House. It was another guy that worked at the Haunted House that told him about it, and then he stopped working there. So it's not like he could ask him like, oh well, what's the reviews or blah blah blah, because he stopped working there. He's not texting nobody back that's at that job or whatever. And so we're standing there, we're having a good time, whatever. And then Haunted House guy's friend says, well, why don't we drink the drinks that the bartender had gave us just to drink them? Like, we don't even know what it tastes like. We don't know anything. And I mean, they did give it to us for free, so let's just see. So Haunted House guy and the guy, the other guy, they were the ones that drank the drink. Okay. But before they were about to drink their drink, and they were talking, like, while they were like gathering their glasses and about to drink the drink. And then the bartender had came over and gave them two straws, and it was like, no, we're not gonna get, we don't need a straw, blah blah blah, that's okay, thanks anyways, whatever. So they takes the shot or whatever. It was red, it was like this color red, like my hair. And they drank it and nothing happened. They just said that it tastes fruity, it wasn't nothing wrong, blah blah blah. Probably about 10 minutes later, I give it 10 minutes tops, a Haunted House guy's friend just immediately starts acting out of pocket. Like, he is acting out of pocket. He's rubbing on everything, touching on everything, sweaty. He's feeling some type of way. He's ready to fight. He's egging on Honey House guy. He's trying to wrestle with him. He's trying to rough him up. He's acting like a totally different person after he took this shot. Now, Honey House guy, my friend likes guys that's into partying. Okay. And so Honey House guy, 9 times out of 10, I would say that Honey House guy likes to party. And so, Honey House guy really wasn't affected by the shot, okay, as much as his friend was, okay. And so, Honey House guy, he's chilling. He's starting to get affected by it too, but he's not as affected as the guy. Like, he's really, really out of his tree, and his girlfriend is trying to like calm him down and tell him to get a hold of himself and compose himself and stuff like that or whatever. And so while he's acting a fool, some dudes come over there. Yes, oh my goodness, they come over there and they start standing next to us, like really, really close. It's almost as if they wanted Haunted House guy's friend to like do something to them while he was having his little situation going on, so that way they can have an excuse to like fight him or start some mess or whatever. So that's exactly what happened. Haunted House guy friend wound up bumping into them, all loud, all obnoxious, telling them to get out of the way. He gotta get to the dance floor and blah blah blah. And when he did that, one of the guys had pushed him. And so Haunted House guy had jumped up and he's like, hey, look, get your hands off my friend, dude, and blah blah blah, and all like that. And my friend, she's just standing there and she just watching like him and Honey House guy just like completely lose control of themselves after they drank this drink. And we noticing, I just decide to look across the club to see if anybody else is drinking this drink. And it's not nobody else drinking this drink. Like, I see empty glasses on people, shot glasses on people's like tables or by their area or in their hands even. But I don't see nobody else drinking the drink. So I'm like, okay, did they give us these drinks because we, you know what I'm saying, usually don't come here or whatever? Because that's some bull crap if they did. That's my first thought. And then come to find out, After they get into it really, really bad and all of that kind of stuff, the bartender comes back over and asks, do they want another drink? He has the audacity to ask, do they want another drink? So my friend was like, no, none of us want that drink. Don't put the drinks down. As a matter of fact, the ones that's here, can you please take them away? I'm asking you nicely. And so the bartender just took their hand and like moved them like over to the stool that was like next to Honey House Guy's friend's girlfriend. And they're still fighting. Yes, they're still fighting. By this time, the security guard, he's big, he's huge, he's came, he's done picked Honey House Guy and the other guy up by his shirt, and he's basically telling them they gotta get out, because they're acting a fool, they're acting a fool. So we say we're leaving with them because we're not about to sit up in this place. My friend came to hang out with Honey House Guy. Now he done got whatever done happened to him. And, let's just go home, because this is just too much. This place is horrible. And I see exactly why this creepy guy that was working at the Honey House told him about this. You know what I'm saying? So we go to get you the security guard. We're following him. He's still holding Honey House Guy and Honey House Guy's friend by their shirt or whatever. Like, he's holding both of them like this. And it's like a big, huge, like, elevator, but it's one of those ones where you have to, like, let down the thing, and it's, like, wooden. And we can't, it's nothing that we can do. Like, this is the elevator. And I'm like, we didn't take an elevator in here. We just walked through the restaurant and came in. And the security guard was like, what restaurant? What are you talking about? And I just shut it up at that point, because I'm like, okay, well, if he want to put us out of here and we have to walk around the block to our cars, perfectly fine. Let's just go, And so the security guard, we all on the elevator with him. He's still holding on to Honey House Guy and Honey House Guy's friend shirt while we're on the elevator. Now, I can't tell which way this elevator is going because it's so heavy, it's so industrial, it's so old. It's wooden. I've never been on one of these things before in my life. Like, I've seen them in the movies, but I've never been on one. So I don't know. So he opens the door up and it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just like a huge empty, like, warehouse looking room. And he pushes Honey House Guy and the other guy out of the elevator, and we ran with them. Because we wasn't about to stay on the elevator with the security guard, and he done already put us. Where are we? What is this? You know what I'm saying? At least we're with Honey House Guy and the other guy that we came with. Okay, we're not leaving with no people that we ain't came with, including the security. So the security guard, he slams the thing. Yes, he slams the thing down all hard, and he leaves. So now Honey House Guy, he's like, we got to figure out how to get out of here. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he did that because we started a fight. He's trying to teach us a lesson, but we got to figure out how to get out of here. So while we're looking around trying to figure out, like, okay, is it another door? Is it a way out of here? We're here giggling and laughing in the darkness in the space that we're in. Okay, because it was just a space. It was not a room. It was a space. Like, it was as if an office building had got renovated and they took all the cubicles out and everything was just empty. That's what it looked like. And so we're listening and we stopped doing what we doing and we can hear giggling and laughing. And it's weird, but we keep doing what we doing because we like, at this point, we got to get out of here because we gonna wind up, somebody gonna wind up beating somebody up. Probably, or getting scared or something. So we're frantically looking because the laughs are getting louder, the giggles are getting more taunting, and we're just like, you know what, I'm not gonna let the Honey House Guy said, if you got something you want to do to us, you can come out and do it. I'm not scared of a little laugh, dude. That's what he told them. And they stopped. They did not giggle for like a minute. And we were still looking for a door. Like, Honey House Guy was going around. He was just like turning knobs and checking every door. And then my friend, that was the one that was coming to see a Honey House Guy, she had told us, she was like, it's a fire escape right here. We can go out of this window. And Honey House Guy's like, let me see. because those things aren't sturdy like how they're supposed to be, and they're not always like how they're supposed to be. So let me see. So Honey House guy, he went over there, he opened the window, and by this time, like, Honey House guy's friend's girlfriend is, she's just like fanning his friend because he's like sweating and he's like slobbing all over himself and he's just all over the place. He can't even help. He can't nothing. So Honey House guy, he sticks his hand and his head out of the window, like half of his body. He sees that he can let the thing down. And he sees that we're actually only on the second floor of the building, the industrial building that we was on. So what he does is he crawls out. He gets on the little landing thing that that you can stand on before you go down the stairs part on the fire escape. And he stood on that and he let the ladder part down, and then he like put his foot on it, put his body weight on it to make sure that no one was gonna fall or no one was gonna hurt themselves. And then he immediately told like us to go down first, and then he told his friend's girlfriend like, don't worry about him, I got him, you just go down. After we had went down, and it was sturdy, it wasn't nothing wrong with it. Honey House guy, he was perfectly, right about what he had said or whatever. And the all and so she came down, and then the Honey House guy was getting his friend or gathering his friend so they both could like crawl out the window so he could help his friend down. And when he did that, when they got out of the window onto the landing part, the security guard slammed the window. Yes. And the only reason why we knew it was the security guard was because he was just looking in the window like this at us. So I'm creeped out. I am creeped out. I'm looking around for the car. I'm like, I need to go because I don't even know what these people got planned for us. I don't know what's going on. So we have to walk around to get to our cars just like I thought we would. And Haunted House guy, he doesn't say anything. He's just like looking like with a grimacing look at the security guard, like through the window, like, yeah, you better not open that window right now, buddy. And he's looking at him like that. And so we're all off of the fire escape, right? So we all get off the fire escape. We all go where we're supposed to go. We're walking around the building so we can get to our cars. We walk past like a open. It was like a small slit of window space. Small slit of window space. And when we walked past, you could see into the party that we had just got put out of. When we walked past, everybody was naked. Yes. Everybody was naked. They didn't have nothing on. And Honey House guy was getting a good look because he wanted to see. It was like you could see. It was like a small slither of, and you could see. And Honey House guy, he was all looking through. He's like, oh my God, what is this? What is this you tell me to come to? Why did he tell us to come here? Why did he tell me to come here? I want to know. Like, what was he thinking about me? Why would he say that? What was in those drinks? Like, Honey House guy is talking mad trash right now because he wanted to know, like, what the heck did we just walk into and walk out of? And why did they put us on the elevator to go up instead of just putting us out? You know what I'm saying? It weird, nasty little people. Okay. I just call them weird and nasty because they were mean for doing that to us, and weird. Okay, for just being weird. Okay. So that was the weirdest situation where I had to escape like a building or whatever. The other one was a little more scary. This one is more weird because it was just like the energy, the situation, just the whole vibe, everything about it was extremely weird. Like, I've never walked into anything else like that before. I've never seen anything else like that before. I usually don't attend things like that anyway, so it wasn't never going to be on my itinerary. It was on Haunted House Guy's itinerary because he's the one that met the person that told him about the place. Like my friend didn't even, you know what I'm saying, know about the place or whatever until Haunted House Guy had told us to come there. But Haunted House Guy was pissed. Like he was mad that whoever that guy was that he was working with had told him about that, and he was embarrassed about like taking her there, like to meet him, like to hang out for like a first time or whatever. He had eventually made it up to my friend, and they wound up dating each other for like 2 years. A Haunted House Guy had moved to another country. That's the only reason why they're not dating right now. um but yeah, I had asked Honey House Guy like about it and asked him like did he ever figure out like what that party was or what was going on with that or why the people were naked or what happened or why did we have to get put out in order for them to get naked, like what was going on. And he said that he had looked them up like as a company like on Facebook because he had seen like a couple of company logos while we were looking around trying to figure out how to get out of there, and it had absolutely nothing to do with the party, nothing to do with the building that we were in, nothing to do with anything. He said that him and his friend went back past there and they went at nighttime, like at the time that we was there, and it was nothing. It was no party, it was no people, there was no parking lot, there was no nothing. It was completely gone. So Honey House Guy still doesn't know to this day because my friend, she, like, she's still in touch with Honey House Guy. Like, they're friends and everything. The only reason why they broke up was because he moved. That's it, you know? So they're still cool, you know? And I don't know. It's just like the weirdest thing that I've ever had to escape. So I feel like it was a good story time to tell you guys. Oh my God, you guys should have seen my face when the security guard had opened up the little thing, and it was nothing. Oh, you should have seen my face when I heard those giggles. Oh my goodness, I could have just my stomach dropped. Okay, I stay in the haunted section, but I cannot handle it. Not in real life. Not like how I think I can. I always get myself into these situations. Always. That's why I have so many different stories to tell you guys. Um, but I'll be back tomorrow. I have another story. I don't know if I'm gonna tell you guys something else about Professor R or just another like story time like what I did today about like a crazy place or something else that I had went to because I do have a haunted roadside attraction to tell you guys about. I might tell you guys about that one, okay? Because that was wild. Okay, it was beaten in the walls. Okay, so I've lived 1,000 lives, so like I always tell you guys, and I hope you guys have a good night. All right.